I love it when the submachine gun crits. Because suddenly you're doing like triple damage. And then like sometimes it'll crit multiple times during a single attack. And you'll be like, oh, that's so good. So, unfortunately, like during the final dungeon, the final boss, the submachine gun's not as good. Because my main character is going to be doing other things to keep me from dying. Let's see. I mean, we already know what his scheme is. Like, he literally just told us his scheme. Why are you still confused? He's using the Devi system to make himself a god among men, and he's going to wipe out humanity. You were there, Nanjo. You heard him. What is you? Why are you confused? So I switched to diet soda, right? And I did this because I've been drinking. No, I didn't mean to hit replay. This is what I get for talking about soda. But anyway, I'm a little worried about my health. My sugar's been really high, and all that mess. I mean, I'm not like in imminent danger of death or anything. It's just something I've been kind of watching and stuff. So don't like freak out or anything. But I switched to diet soda, right? And I used to think that. You hear these people, do you remember the old ads where they're like, Diet Dr. Pepper tastes just like regular Dr. Pepper? And then, like, you drink Diet Dr. Pepper and you're like, no, bullshit, that's not true. Well, it turns out that if you drink a lot of diet soda, it slowly starts to taste like the regular soda. Do I want this? No. I'd rather have, like, the 2 hits. That said, I still think Diet Coke is nasty. Let's see if I go down this way. Although, I have really been even the first time I tried it, Coke Zero, I think, tastes reasonably like regular Coke. Pretty good. That's what I'm drinking now, is a Coke Zero. Actually, oh, I was about to say, I think those doppelgangers in the back reflect Megadola, but apparently I was wrong. Cool. It's a good thing to be wrong about, though. We are almost done here. Duh. Alright. And we want to go this way. But, like, I never tried Coke Zero. I mean, right now they changed the name, then changed the can and stuff. Now it's like Coke Zero Sugar. Ooh. But I never tried Coke Zero because Diet Coke is disgusting. Cannot stand that stuff. But a coworker of mine bought me a bottle of it, and it doesn't taste exactly like regular Coke, but especially if you drink a lot of it, like you start to get this aftertaste where you're like, okay, yeah, I can taste the fake sugar. Well, it's not. It's not fake sugar. It's like real something else. What is it? Aspartame. But anyway, I have sorry, I was reading the ingredient list. I have this thing of sweet and low here that I put in my sweet tea, and I was seeing if that was aspartame or whatever, because I can never keep that stuff separate. Although it does not taste the same. Stevia is nasty. Ugh. Ugh, stevia, gross. But like the sweet and low, I don't mind. Oh, another dark zone. What are we gonna do? Thankfully, I have a map. And we are on the 3rd floor. And this is the final stretch here. And away we go. Now, this room in here, there is another choice. If you mess up in here, you get the bad ending. And just like the previous choice, you'll know you have messed up because you'll end up in a boss battle. So, you have to put the weapon away. Lower your weapons. If you fight her, you end up in a relatively easy boss battle, but you get the bad ending. So, don't fight her. If I were playing on an emulator, I would probably be showing these boss battles, but most of them are not really all that special. None of them are hard. I think the most interesting one that you didn't see would be Mr. Bear. Back in the forest there, if you don't convince Mai to give you her compact, you basically take it from her, and she tries to fight you off with her bear, and he turns into a giant bear and fights you and blah blah blah. So yeah, it doesn't make sense. Alright, so the next dungeon here is the Devi Yuga. Bring up my map for it. So, Devi Yuga kind of marks the final chapter of the game. So once we finish Once we finish Devi Yuga, we'll be in the downward slide of the game. So let's go on. All right. So Devi Yuga is actually not that big. If you have a map and you don't go down all the dead... Well, actually, you could say that about all of the dungeons in this game. Devi Yuga is 4... No, it's like 5 or 6 floors high. I do like the picture there where like some of the buildings are cut straight down the middle and stuff. That's pretty neat. I really do like the interactions between the two of them. Like, Mark spends the whole game trying to get Reiji out of his shell, and then just slowly, over the course of the scenes, he actually starts interacting with Mark and like taking his, throwing barbs and jibes back. You know, it's nice. I like it. One of the things that I'm interested in, I would like an answer to, is, without spoiling Persona 2, or the duology for that, something happens, and I'm wondering how that event affects the chronology of the Persona games. Because, in Persona 3, they make a lot of references to the first two games. I wonder if these two games actually still happened in the timeline presented in Persona 3, 4, and 5. Anyway. Yeah, let's go. Alright, so save points, healing points, store is on the left, and then the Velvet Room is on the right. We should be fine, though. We shouldn't need a healing point. Shouldn't need a... Although I'm gonna go into the Velvet Room here and return Janus for the Manda Spoon. So let's do this. I want to keep Masao. We don't need Janus. Do I want to... I think I'm going to keep you. I might use Makakaja here. I don't need that. Or do I? What do you have on you? No, I don't need you at all. And you're good. Oh, right. Delete. Duh. We're gonna delete all those personas. Get some free incense. Get our spoon. And I think you get an incense as give incense as well. No, you get a Patrati stone. That's fine. That's free money, basically. So now we're gonna leave. And the Manda spoon. So we have the Bardiche here. We had the Guten Tag on for a long time. And then we put the Bardiche on. And here's the Manda spoon. So it's a really good. It's not the best weapon he has in the game, I don't think, but it's so easy to get that it basically is his best weapon. Any of his better weapons are like an order of magnitude harder to get. So, oh, by the way, the music in this dungeon is awesome. That's fine. So, we are at the Devi Yuga. This is where I'm going to call it for today. We've got basically 5 floors of dungeon to get through. And then we will be in the final stretch of the game. After that, we'll have... We have like 2 small dungeons, and then the final dungeon, I think. Don't let me lie to you. Let me look. Yeah, 2 small dungeons in the final dungeon. And the final dungeon is only a little bit bigger than the Devi Yuga, so... Okay, so it doesn't stop me. We will... There we go. So, how do you feel about the new quality here? I think it looks a lot better. Gets a lot less blurry. So anyway, I will see you guys next time on Persona, where we're going to continue to Megadola everything with Lilim, and then just kind of have everybody else do their own thing. Let me check my levels before I go. 42. Yeah, that's about right. About 10 levels higher than everybody. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.